Top 10 mysteries behind historical artifacts that still puzzle experts. 1. The Nebra Sky Disk. Did you know the world's oldest star map was buried underground for over 3,600 years? This is the Nebra Sky Disk, discovered in Germany in 1999. At first, experts thought it was a fake, but it turned out to be a Bronze Age masterpiece dating back to around 1600 BC. The disk is made of bronze with gold inlays showing the sun, moon, and stars. Even more mind-blowing, it clearly marks the Pleiades star cluster and functions as a sophisticated instrument. The golden arcs on the sides align with the sunrise and sunset on the horizon to track the summer and winter solstices. That means ancient Europeans, long before telescopes, already possessed shockingly advanced knowledge of the cosmos. The Nebra Sky Disk isn't just art, it's proof that humanity's drive to understand the universe runs incredibly deep into prehistory. 2. The Baghdad Battery. Could the ancients have invented electricity 2,000 years ago? In 1938, archaeologists near Baghdad uncovered a strange clay jar with an iron rod sealed inside a copper cylinder. When filled with an acidic liquid like vinegar, this so-called Baghdad battery can generate a small electric charge, over 1,000 years before the first modern battery. But here's the mystery. What was it really for? Some theorists suggest it could have been used for electroplating jewelry or religious rituals. However, most archaeologists point to a simpler explanation. It was likely a secure storage container for sacred scrolls, with the iron rod as a core for parchment and the copper cylinder protecting it. The truth is, no wires or electroplated objects have ever been found with it. We may never know its true purpose, but this humble jar remains a shocking and fascinating what if from the ancient world. The Piri-Reis Map. How did a 500-year-old map show Antarctica? Centuries before it was even discovered. In 1513, Ottoman Admiral Piri-Reis crafted a stunning world map, piecing it together from Greek, Arabic, and most intriguingly, Portuguese source maps from the Age of Discovery. The map accurately depicts parts of South America, but the real mystery is the strange landmass to the south. Some believe it's the coast of Antarctica, shown centuries before its official discovery in 1820. They argue Piri-Reis must have had access to ancient, lost knowledge. But most historians have a different take. This mystery continent is almost certainly just a distorted version of South America itself, a common error where cartographers would guess at unexplored regions. Whether it's a cartographic error or evidence of forgotten explorers, the Piri-Reis map remains one of history's most fascinating puzzles. The Voynich Manuscript. Imagine a book filled with strange drawings and a language no one on Earth can read. That's the Voynich Manuscript. Discovered in 1912 but dating back to the 1400s, this book is packed with bizarre plant illustrations, odd symbols, and diagrams of stars. The problem? The text is written in a script that doesn't match any known language. For over 100 years, the world's best codebreakers, linguists, and even AI have tried to crack it without success. Was it an elaborate Renaissance hoax designed to fool a king? A cipher for a lost herbal knowledge? Or is it written in a constructed language so personal we may never understand it? To this day, the Voynich manuscript guards its secrets, remaining history's most captivating unsolved puzzle. 5. The Saqqara bird. Is this ancient Egyptian artifact a simple toy, or could it be a model of something far more advanced? Meet the Saqqara bird, a small wooden figure found in a 2,200-year-old tomb. At first glance, it looks like a bird, but its straight wings and vertical tail fin look surprisingly aerodynamic. Some say it was just a child's toy, or a symbolic object. But others, like Egyptologists, Khalil Messahar, believed it was a model glider, proving the ancients understood flight principles. To test this, aerodynamics experts built a replica. The result? It can fly as a glider, but no better than a simple paper aeroplane. Mainstream archaeologists point out it was found with a stand attached to its legs, making it far more likely a stylized bird or a ritual object. So is it proof of ancient flight tech, or are we just seeing what we want to see? The true purpose of the Saqqara bird remains, quite literally, up in the air. 6. The Shroud of Turin. Could this ancient cloth really show the face of Jesus? The Shroud of Turin is a linen cloth over 14 feet long, believed by many to bear the faint image of Jesus Christ after his crucifixion. For centuries it has been venerated by many as the burial shroud of Jesus Christ. In 1988, carbon dating tests placed its origin in the Middle Ages, pointing to a possible forgery. But supporters argue the tested sample was flawed, contaminated by fire and repairs over the centuries. The deepest mystery is the image itself. How was it made? It's a superficial, perfect negative that encodes 3D data, a feat no modern artist or scientist has been able to fully replicate with medieval technology. Is it a miraculous relic, an unimaginably brilliant medieval hoax, or a phenomenon science simply can't yet explain? The debate over the Shroud of Turin continues to weave together faith, history, and science. The Olmec Colossal Heads. Massive stone heads carved over 3,000 years ago. But how did the Olmecs do it? The Olmec civilization of ancient Mexico created colossal basalt heads, some weighing over 40 tons. Each one has distinct facial features, almost like real portraits of rulers. Here's the mystery. The Olmecs had no metal tools, no wheels, and no beasts of burden. Yet they somehow quarried these stones from distant volcanoes, transported them over 60 miles across rivers and jungles on log rollers and rafts, and carved them with incredible detail, using nothing but harder stones like jade. Were they symbols of power? Ancestral guardians? Or proof that the Olmecs mastered techniques we still don't fully understand? Nazca Lines. The Nazca Lines' huge designs only visible from the sky. Giant drawings etched into the desert, so big you can only see them from the sky. Who made them? And why? The Nazca Lines are a 2,000-year-old marvel. Stylized animals, geometric shapes, and miles-long lines carved into the earth by the Nazca people. Here's the catch. The people who made them didn't have planes or balloons. From ground level, they just look like random lines. So how did the Nazca design them so perfectly? Were they sacred pathways for walking rituals to summon rain? A massive astronomical calendar? Or offerings to gods they believed watched from the mountains? One thing's for sure, the Nazca Lines are a stunning reminder that ancient ingenuity was on a monumental scale. The Dropa Stones, stone discs said to be carved with alien hieroglyphs, a story that captured the world's imagination. This is the legend of the Dropa Stones. The tale claims they were found in a remote Chinese cave in the 1930s, etched with the story of the Dropa people, star travelers who crashed on Earth long ago. But here's the truth. Mainstream archaeology considers the story a complete hoax. No discs, no cave, and no professor named Chipu Te have ever been verified. The entire story first appeared in a sensationalist magazine in the 1960s. So, are the Dropa stones evidence of ancient contact? Almost certainly not. But they are evidence of something else. Our endless fascination with the idea that we are not alone. 10. The London Hammer. A hammer that looks perfectly modern, found trapped inside what looks like ancient rock. This is the puzzle of the London Hammer. It was discovered in Texas in the 1930s, with a wooden handle and an iron head encased in a stony shell. Those who believe it's ancient point to the rock, claiming it's millions of years old. But geologists have a simpler answer. The hammer isn't ancient at all. The rock isn't a prehistoric layer, it's a concretion, a hard lump that can form in just centuries when minerals cement around an object in soft ground. The hammer itself is a classic 19th century design. So, is it a mystery? Not really. It's most likely a lost miner's tool that nature expertly preserved and disguised, creating one of the world's most convincing and fascinating geological illusions. Like and subscribe for more mysteries.